Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever the time it is. This is me again, your host, Faith Afolabi, on the Mcbridge Consult Media chat room with NGO professionals sharing their story on how they started. Today we have a guest. He is an NGO professional, a program manager, and he will be sharing his experience on how he started his journey into the non-profit. But before we bring him up, we'll be going on a very short break. Please stay tuned, go call your friends, subscribe on our channel, don't go away. Welcome back to this edition. It's another episode, and on the second season, we're excited. It's been such a wonderful reviews from all of you that have been watching all over the world. Now, let's get to meet our guests. So tell us, what is your name and where do you work? What do you do?
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ridwan Awosanya, and I'm an NGO professional. I work in the non-profit sector, and currently I work with Helen Keller International, serving in the capacity of the state team lead for the Lagos field office. I'm passionate about this sector, and my role is to ensure that programming, both operations and both programs and operations are working out well in achieving the set objectives and goals.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah, that's me.
Fantastic. Glad to have you on the show. So, could you tell us your story on how you started your journey into the non-profit? Because I'm sure you didn't go to school studying, or am I wrong? So can you just tell us how you started on this journey and how you got to where you are?
Well, my journey into the development sector started about 8 years ago. I was relating with the people in the academia. Initially I had an intention of pursuing a career in the academia. I like researches. I like saying findings. Recommending research findings. Working with people in research. But there was this particular question I used to ask myself. This so what question? When you carry out your research, okay, and you come up with some findings, so what? So how does that findings translate to human development? So from inception, I've been very much involved in. I like intervention studies. Studies that you do to correct an anomaly, to correct a situation.
Yeah.
So I've been an advocate of improving the human quality of life right from my school days. I'm so much passionate about the Human Development Index. So I know development is about how people over time, how people in different situations improve their circumstances, how they improve it, how they get to overcome problems, how they get to empower themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And I now discover that the connection between research and applying research is the development sector. A lot of interventions are being recommended by people in the academia. So I started with an indigenous NGO, although it operates on international level. It's being funded by a professor emeritus, Professor Akinele. It's called Food Basket Foundation International. So in that NGO, we do conduct assessments, we do write proposals.
Yeah.
We do make our interventions to really address public health issues.
Okay.
So it's about agriculture, nutrition, sprouted a lot. So I joined Food Basket Foundation. So from there, I started building my capacity in proposal writing and program implementation. So at the onset, I started with being the nutrition focal person.
Mm-hmm.
And nutrition is very central to human development.
Yes.
Nutrition is very central to human development. So as a public health, as a community nutrition, you have to address poverty, address gender discrimination, address social problems. So it's not about only the science of nutrition. So you have to get involved in a lot of things about human endeavors. So from there, I I was highly interested in pursuing my career further in this sector, because I saw that through that I could impact life, I could put smiles on people's faces. It's like trying to, definitely. So it's trying to like improve the quality of life of people through programming.
Okay, good.
So so after that, for the next, so at some point I now developed interest in management.
Okay.
Because I saw that when we're in this sector and you focus on a particular thematic area, so there are limitations by which you can make impact, because a lot of things are based on decision making. If you are passionate about going to the field, impacting life, it has to be determined by the management. So I saw that I have natural management skills inborn in me. So I just decided right from the inside of me just become a manager. Even before becoming a manager officially, I started thinking like a manager, acting like a manager,
Awesome, fantastic.
So eventually I became.
Okay, so something is very interesting here. Now, for nutrition, one would think, okay, only women should be involved in nutrition and all that. But you're a man, and I'm just curious. I just want to know, why nutrition? Why didn't you do reproductive health? Why didn't you do education or something, politics? So why did you decide to focus on nutrition?
Now that's a very good question. Like I said initially, nutrition is a multifaceted discipline. So a lot of people have great misconceptions about the science of nutrition. Probably they streamline their thoughts to maybe cooking food, maybe things that are related to home economics and the cooking of food. And so that's the misconception about nutrition. But if you now come closer to the field of nutrition, you get to understand the multi-sectorial nature of nutrition. It cuts across every facet of life. In fact, I've never seen any discipline like that. You can quote me anywhere. I've never seen this discipline that you touch health, you touch psychology, you touch income, you touch livelihoods, you touch culture. I mean, so it's so encompassing. So I'm a diversified person. I like doing this
knowledge.
So nutrition as a good platform for me to spread my tentacles in improving the human quality of life, reach out to people in different circumstances. That's why I took a lot, and I was really deeply interested. I was engulfed. I became obsessed with the love of nutrition science, really, because of the ability to touch so many aspects of life simultaneously.
Awesome. Please, if you're just joining us, this is the Mcbridge Consult Media Chat Room, and we've been speaking with Mr. Ridwan Awosanya. He is the program manager for Helen Keller Foundation here in Lagos. So he's been speaking on his journey on how he started from the academia sector into proper program managing and focused on nutrition. Now, one will be thinking, okay, so we're going to go on a very short break, and he's going to talk about the different careers that you can start off in this area. Don't go away. Stay tuned. Welcome back from that short break, and my name remains Faith Afolabi, the founder of Mcbridge Consult Media Chat Room. We've been speaking with Mr. Ridwan Awosanya, and he's been sharing his experience on how he started his career in program management, focused on nutrition management, using different interventions to improve the quality of life. So Ridwan, now for someone that is out there and suddenly realize that, wow, I can do so many things in nutrition, how can you advise each person to start off a career in an NGO doing nutrition? What are the different segments that they can start up? How do we advise them?
Okay, well, generally speaking, I would like to, speak based on program management, really. Okay. So if, for instance, if someone is not inclined towards nutrition, of course, I've mentored a couple of people in the last 2 years who are not even related to nutrition. So it's about program management, it's about changing lives, interventions, running programs. So basically, fortunately now, a lot of Nigerians are waking up and establishing a lot of non-profits all around. So that creates more avenue for people to volunteer. I mean, so many people do start their career in this sector via volunteerism, being a volunteer. And there's so many, an intern, yes, exactly, an intern or a volunteer. So the first thing for that person to have is the passion. That is the passion to impact lives, to bring about social changes. So it's basically, from my experience, it's that passion that drives the interest, because there are peculiar challenges in this sector. So if you are not so passionate about it, it's very easy for you to just say, let me quit. Or even starting from the issue of job security, people are always on contracts, and at some point people get fed with contracts, and they just say, let me just go to another sector. All this contract today, contract tomorrow. So, but however, deal to improve the human quality of life. Particularly, Nigeria is a very peculiar country when it comes to human development. So we are far below standards, global standards in terms of human development. So there are a lot of things for us, a long way for us to go in Nigeria. So having the passion to contribute to the quota, to put smiles to people, to give people hope, people that are hopeless, people that thought their health conditions are permanent, that they could not get improvements, like to give them hope, to people whose livelihoods have been threatened, to empower them, to make them, to give them hope of life. That's why, in this sector, although you get remunerated for what you are doing, but at least you're happy, you're fulfilled, that you are improving lives.
Yes.
You are making people happier. You are building capacity of people. You are building community structures. In essence, you are building a nation. So people come into the sector who come in as an intern. So there are so many aspects they could take interest in. They could take interest in proposal writing, trying to think about the problem in their vicinity, and trying to come up with probable solutions and putting that to writing first as a concept note. It's not something so difficult. Just think about your environment. Can you start from your home? What are the challenges? What are the likely solutions to this challenge? Then you come up with the right of, this is what I want to do. This is how to go about it. This is what I need. So basically, that's it. Then monitoring and evaluation is a very important aspect of programming as well, because when you conceptualize an idea, you want to implement it. So you have to track it. You have to monitor it and track
progress.
Track the progress, exactly. Thank you for that. So people could come in through that. And as well, as an NGO, we operate, because a lot of our staff are technical staff, because it has to do with providing solutions to societal problems. However, we can't operate based on technical aspects only. So we have the operations component as well. So people in the finance sector are very much welcomed. They can build a career there as well. People in logistics, operations is highly necessary for programming. So I would encourage people who wants to come in to, first of all, develop the passion and be very much sure that they are really passionate about positively impacting lives. So you start from themselves, and you start from wanting to make a positive thing.
Fantastic, Ridwan. You've said a lot here, and I'm sure someone out there watching you has picked some lessons to take to help them to start up that idea. What we do here is that we inspire people to start up great ideas that can change the world. So, Ridwan, I'd like to know, you're a program manager, so that means you do different things in your organization. So can your organization work without your role?
It will be very difficult for...
Okay, so what do? You can just detail the aspects you do.
Well, in summary, a program manager oversees the affairs of a program.
Okay.
And by extension, it's like my current role is even according to the nomenclature, a state team lead. So it even goes beyond core technical programming. It extends to operations management, as well. So making it a bit complex, because programming alone is huge. Then you get to like manage logistics, finances. So basically what I do is, first of all, the primary role, when you have something, an idea on the paper, an objective, you set objective. So for you to achieve it, you need someone to keep pushing, you need someone to keep monitoring, you need someone to keep communicating vision, you need someone to keep inspiring the team, to get the best from the team members. So it's about tracking program progress, tracking financial transactions, tracking logistics, procurement, people management, a whole lot of things. And the most challenging aspect of it is the people management aspect. Human beings are complex, and management is both a science and art. So you need a lot of emotional intelligence, a lot of maturity. You need to see things from different perspectives. You need to be a bit patient. Emotional intelligence captures it all. So you need to understand people from their own perspective as well. They need to communicate vision, inspire people, then develop people as well. When you see potentials in people, develop people's potentials. So it's a very, very fulfilling role for me. So I like developing people. I like developing people's capacity. I like touching lives on the field. It's so fulfilling, truly.
Wow, awesome, so fantastic. Now, because of time, we will not be able to continue, but we want you to give the last words to someone out there that wants to pick up a program manager role. What is your last advice to such a person?
Well, the person should try and develop his or her emotional intelligence and try to be more proactive.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your effort.
Thank you so much for your time, and we hope that when we invite you next time that you come.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, viewers at home, wherever you are watching us. And this is Faith Afolabi, the founder of Mcbridge Consult and the host for Mcbridge Consult Media Chatroom on conversations with humans of Nigeria in the non-for-profit sector. And we've been speaking with Mr. Ridwan Awosanya. You have heard his story, so what's next? Take a step, take a bold step. Don't be afraid. Go online, look out for resources, build your capacity, apply for the job, apply for as an intern or volunteer. Just start, and with time, as time goes on, if you stay on with a passion, you will get to the heights that you've always wanted to get to. So please subscribe on our YouTube channel, on all social media handles. After this viewing, you will see our social media handles for sponsorship, partnership. Thank you once again for hanging in there with me. Bye.